Guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'll be presenting in this video instead of Paul. So in this video we'll be talking about Lviv National University of Veterinary Medicine and Biotechnologies, named after S.E.Z. Giżycki. So first of all we'll talk about some general stuff which you all might be familiar with. This university was established in the year 1784. And the next one is, it is one of the most prestigious universities in Ukraine, and then it is among the oldest universities in Europe. So as a student, I'll be able to tell you some more. So first of all, let us just take a round trip around the university. So let's just go inside the main building, and this is a building you'll be seeing in all the brochures, the white building with the pillars. So in front of the university, the main building, they have put an announcement telling about all the various faculties in this university. So they have told about the faculty of veterinary medicine, the faculty of food technology and biotechnology, the faculty of biology and technology, the faculty of veterinary hygiene, ecology and sanitation. So these are the various faculties which you'll be able to see here. So let's just go inside the main building and see all the various infrastructure which are available to the students over here. And talking about the fees, it's about $2,250 this year. Compared to last year, I guess it's the amount this year, and it may vary, we are not sure. So anyway, let's just go inside the library. So we're inside the university, the main building. Привіт. Можна я і до бібліотеки? So this is the main hall, and there are two stairways, one to either side. So guys, this is the library, and the unfortunate thing is that we don't have any English books over here. We'll be getting all the books in the form of e-books, and it will be provided by the respective teachers when we need them at the beginning of the semester. So this is the library, and you can see how cool it is. Such a warm place. So let's move on. Now the reason why this library is so empty is because it's vacation now, and I don't know why they permitted us to enter here first of all. Maybe because of the admission process. That is the reason why you find this library without a single soul other than us. And even the verandas, it was not well lit. It was because of the same reason. And I guess some renovation works are also going on. Now we are in front of the Department of Ecology, and that's one of the main departments in our university. Stairs in this university, in this main building. We can go all the way up. So in this main building, we are having classes on biochemistry, animal physiology, microbiology, Ukrainian history, and the library, of course. These are the classes which we got in first year and second year. Because of COVID, we were not able to get all the other classes. So we'll be updating you in the coming videos about it. Basically, it's nothing. Nothing is over here. Except for the painting. I don't know who will do it ever. But nothing is over here. I have never come here before. And whatever that painting is, the view outside this window is really amazing, and you should see it when you come here.
We will show it closely when we go there, okay?
So that's all about the main building, and now, before that, we were not able to show the classes because it's vacation over here and all the classes are closed, and there are a lot of cafes inside and stationery stores as well. So if you ever run out of any stationery items, or if you're feeling hungry, you have no pressure to go outside. It's already inside the campus, it's inside the main building. Just go inside, have your food, get your stationery things, it's done. So anyway, now we are moving on into the administrative block, and this is where all the admissions take place. They do all the admission procedures, they stamp it, they seal it, all such stuff it occurs over here. And for us, we were having the genetics class and genetics, biostatistics, as well as the veterinary hygiene class over here. Although we didn't never get to take part in the hygiene class because of COVID. Yeah, but it might be there. And yeah, all the rectors, the pro-rectors, everybody, they are also inside. So if you ever face a problem which you have to talk with the university, go directly to the administrative office. So you guys have seen the main building as well as the administrative block. So we are not only having classes, we are having some breaks in between, right? So for these breaks, when we are having these breaks, we come to this pond, artificial pond, and it's such a good time. It's a good leisure place for us. Yeah, I'll show you the pond right now. This is not the way it usually is on a regular day. As you know, there are a lot of students over here. Tons of Ukrainian students, and now Indians are also growing in number over here. And we're having some Moroccan students, some students from USA, Canada, etc. In my batch, we're having some Canadians as well as US Americans and all such people. So anyway, this is the pond. This is our leisure place where we spend our time during the breaks. So now I'll tell you about the class schedule. That is the one which we had in the first year. So normally when we came here, we used to get up at 7:30 a.m., make some food and then rush to the class. And it's not exactly rushing because our hostel is in the center of our university itself. So the classes normally begin at 9, and then for anatomy it usually lasts about 3 hours. Anatomy classes were 3 hours long with breaks in between, 15 minutes break in between. And then so each class is about 45 minutes long, 45 to 1 hour, and then we'll be having a small 15-minute break, and again we'll move on to the next section. So in the case of anatomy, in the first year, anatomy was actually the most important year in the first year, important subject in the first year, pardon me. So anyway, it was actually very long and it usually lasted for 3 hours, as I said before. And then the next important one was histology, and yeah, it was not that long, but yeah, it was long. Anyway, the class schedule is like this. It will be starting from 9 and it might end at 2 p.m. in the afternoon or maybe 6 p.m. in the evening. It depends on the subjects which you're having. If you're having a practical or something, it will take a longer time. Means you'll have to wake up early in the morning and you'll be getting back into your dorm room late at night. So be prepared. And then yeah, in the first year when you come, you'll be having some days like null days. Those days you will not be having any classes. You can revise the chapters and work on the subjects you need to work on. And then now talking about the subjects. The subjects in first year mainly include, like I said, anatomy, histology, plant medicine or otherwise called Likarsky, then chemistry, biophysics, Latin, Ukrainian language, Ukrainian history. That's it. I guess that's it. And in the second year, we were having online classes, but anyway, in the second year, we were having subjects like histology. Histology was continuous in the second semester and in the third semester. So we had histology, morphology of reptiles, then philosophy, then what else? Biochemistry again. Biochemistry lasts till the end of the second year. And then we'll be having the Likarsky portion, it will be end by the first semester itself, I guess. And then after that we'll be having the subjects like microbiology, then animal physiology. I know I'm taking a lot of time. It's because of the online classes. The only thing which I know is we'll be getting some Zoom message and yeah, log in. That's it. That's why I'm not recollecting all the subjects in second year like I did in the first year. So anyway, these are the subjects which they taught us in the first year and second year. And of course, you'll be having the language class, as I was told, till the end of fourth year. Yeah, language class. It's so hard. Ukrainian language. I'll be showing you the building where they teach these language classes. And anyway, so now we are just entering into the gym, and the gym is free for all the students in this university. We don't have to give a penny for working out or anything. And this is the place where we go to the gym, and it's not just the gym. We are having this indoor basketball ground as well as indoor football ground. It's a small place, and I've seen a lot of people coming here and play. That is, they conduct this annual exhibitions, annual football matches, basketball matches over here. Till now I only seen Ukrainians play here. I don't know about Indians. I haven't participated in any of them. Anyway, let's just go inside and see. But I guess some renovation work is going on inside, so I don't know how far we'll be able to see all the stuff, but we'll try to catch everything we can on the lens, on the camera. So guys, this is the department of foreign language, and this is where we'll be having Ukrainian language, then English. They teach these Ukrainian students over here English, and then they're having Dutch, France, yes. Yeah, they're teaching French as well as Latin. So in the first year we were having classes on Latin and Ukrainian, and to be honest, I haven't worked on that a lot, and I need to work on that a lot because Latin is very important for anatomy. All the terms you study in anatomy are Latin, and even if you're performing a surgery or anything, they'll be telling all the terms in Latin. So better you study Latin in the first year. So guys, let's just go inside and take a peek into the classrooms. I don't know how far we'll be able to get it, but yeah, let's just go inside. Gym. So we are having, I think we showed you already the gym. This is having that indoor football stadium as well as the basketball ground. So for the other people, it's actually, there is actually an open gym. You don't have to pay anything, and nearly everything is over here. And we always see people coming here, gathering here, working out. And there's actually another outdoor football ground over there. I've seen my friends playing over there. I myself have also played football over there. Yeah, but it doesn't seem like that. I know that. But anyway, this is so all of these are there available here. So let's just move. So there is this church called Holy Trinity Church right in front of our university hostel, and it's so convenient for the hostelers as it's so close by to Rukavichka. It's a local supermarket over here. We'll be able to fill water, get the groceries and stuff. So it's a very convenient location. Yeah, actually being a hosteler in this university is very, very, very good. As you know, we just need to step out of the hostel, and yeah, it's our university. If you want to go to the anatomy building, rush there. If you want to go to some other place, we are at the center. We can go anywhere, it's so easy. And moreover, even if it's not related with the university, if it's not related with the class, it's so easy and it's so convenient to go to the grocery store, to go to the center, to go to fill water or whatever it is. So on our way to the anatomy block, we just came across our hostels. So this is hostel number 2, and that is hostel number 3. And hostel number 3 is where we foreign students live. Almost all of the foreign students are living here. You can go. Yeah. So anyway, in Ukrainian, we call hostels as Hurtoshetok. Hurtoshetok number 2 and Hurtoshetok number 3. And yeah, we can go as we move on. We'll be able to see hostel number 4 as well, Hurtoshetok number 4. You'll be learning all this when you come here. And that is a lady in our hostel, and we have families living in the hostel as well. And if you want to know more about hostels, feel free to see our video on hostels in Ukraine, hostels in Lviv, National Veterinary University. And the thing is, it's in Malayalam, but you guys will be able to understand almost everything. You will be able to see, but we'll be showing you all the corridors and the rooms in this video as well. So let's move on to the anatomy block. And this is hostel number 4. As I said before, you can see the hostel head over here. If you want to report anything or have any complaint or something, just go there. The thing is, you should be speaking Ukrainian. So guys, this is the Department of Physics, and we were having our physics lessons over here. And you'll be having physics only in first semester. After that, you'll not be having physics anymore. And right opposite to this block, we're having a farm as well. Oh, sorry, I forgot one thing. Right above the physics, or just inside this block itself, we are having another dean's office, and that's where you'll be getting your student's card. Student's card will prove handy when you are going back to India and on your way to Kiev. If you want to book a railway ticket and all, it will come in handy because you'll be getting student concessions. You'll not have to pay even half the amount that you pay for a full ticket. That's the advantage of having a student's card. And you can even get a bus card, but I haven't used it till now. But if we get to know about it, we'll surely update it on Instagram. Now, right opposite to that block, we're having a farm, small farm, a mini farm, and then we are having ducks, roosters, hens, and all. And not only that, inside this building, we are having cows, one cow, and pigs, rabbits, goats. Yeah, I remember seeing only that much. I guess there are some other rodents as well, but whatever. Now, when you guys come in September, you'll be seeing all these ducks and ducklings roaming around this place, this greenery, and it's so cute to watch. Now, moving on, we are seeing the anatomy block. This is where we had our anatomy classes. And about anatomy, whichever class you go late, it doesn't matter unless it's anatomy. If you're late, it's out. So make sure you come to the anatomy class on time. And just by the right side, we are having this surgery class as well. And about the anatomy class, we are having all the cadavers, all the specimens. There is never a lack of specimen. Once you have any doubt, our teacher is full of knowledge in anatomy. Like, she knows every bit and piece. Feel free to ask any doubt to her. She'll help you out once you prove to her that you are working hard. She's such a good teacher, and she'll give the explanation in all ways she can. And yeah, that's about anatomy. And now we have, just by the side of anatomy, we are having histology, plant medicine, and morphology of reptiles. These are the classes which we had over here. And we only went for morphology of reptiles once, and because of COVID, we were not able to attend the future classes. So anyway, this over here is the Department of Histology, Morphology, Plant Medicine. And if I'm right, we'll be having pharmacology classes here as well. Yeah, so this is actually the entire compound of Lviv National University of Veterinary Medicine and Biotechnologies.
You can see inside of anatomy lab in our previous video. I will put that video in the description box. Same histology also, you can get it in that video. We can't show you inside because it's vacation, so we can't go inside now.
Yeah, so guys, that's it. That's about the round trip around the university. And yeah, we are also having some farms as well. We were not able to go there because of COVID, but as I've told before, we'll surely update you guys. So guys, before you come here, there are some general things, some important things you should know. None of the universities in Ukraine are accredited by the Veterinary Council of India. That means you can't go back to India and work in the current situation. But as I've heard, the university is working on it, on getting the accreditation, since a lot of Indian students are now coming to our university. And the second thing is, make sure you bring a laptop or a tab when you come here, since all your works, all the textbooks, everything is in electronic form. You'll be getting an e-book, and as I've mentioned before, you don't have any English books in the library. So once you learn Ukrainian, which will take years, or you bring a tab, you'll not be able to read anything, because when we use a mobile phone, so much strain to the eye that you'll not be able to learn a word. So make sure you buy a laptop or a tab, and it should be having a ton of memory as well, because you'll be getting a lot of books, a lot of documents, a lot of files from your teacher. Especially in your first year, it will be from the anatomy teacher, I'm sure of that. So they teach us here in English, but if you want to go outside this campus, everything outside this campus depends merely on your knowledge of Ukrainian. You should know the language. So first of all, before you come here, before you pack your things, install a Google Translate on your phone, because you'll be needing it. And one thing I've learned from here is that they love greetings. So make sure you greet your teachers and all. And it's a bit windy, I know. I don't know if you're hearing it clearly and all. So anyway, learn the language. It's not important inside the campus because they know the language. They know English, they teach us in English. But once outside the university, you need to know the language. So guys, the last and final thing which I want to tell you about this anatomy subject is that make sure you buy two things before you enter into the lab. The first thing is a white coat, either half sleeve or a full sleeve, and a white hat, a white cap or whatever. And it's a must if you want to enter into the lab. And also include at least a pair of gloves, since you have to work on cadaver and you have to touch it and take it and all. So that is the thing about anatomy and the things you need to make sure before you come into the lab and all in the first year. And the next thing is, make sure you revise your lessons every day before you enter into the next class, because that is the one thing teachers are looking forward to. They will be keen or interested in teaching you only if they feel like you're putting the effort. So they want the effort back, what they're putting in. So that's all you need to know about the university, about the teaching, about the language. I think I've covered almost everything, and that's the video, guys. So stay tuned for more. I'm signing off. Bye. So if you like the video, hit that like button, share button, and if you wanna know more, do subscribe and hit that bell button as well. Bye. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് കാണുന്ന മലയാളികൾക്ക് അയ്യോ ഇവിടെ കുറേ പിള്ളേർ ഇരുന്ന് കാണുന്നുണ്ട്. എന്തായാലും ശരി, ലൈക്ക് ബട്ടൺ ഞെക്കുക ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടെങ്കിൽ. പിന്നെ ആരെങ്കിലും ഇത് കാണണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾ ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുക, സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക, പിന്നെ ആ ബെൽ ബട്ടൺ അങ്ങ് അടിച്ചേക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ ഇത്രയാണ് എനിക്ക് ഈ വീഡിയോ പറയാനുള്ളത്.
പിന്നെ ഒരു കാര്യമുണ്ട്, ഈ വീഡിയോയുടെ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ഇങ്ങനെ തന്നെ മലയാളം നമ്മൾ 1 വർഷം മുന്നേ ഇട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട് കേട്ടോ.
ഇതിൻ്റെ മലയാളം വേർഷൻ ഓൾറെഡി, ആക്ച്വലി മറ്റേതാണ് കുറച്ചും കൂടെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഈ സ്ഥലം മൊത്തം കാണാൻ പറ്റുന്നത്. അങ്ങനൊരു വീഡിയോ ഓൾറെഡി ചാനലിൽ അപ്ലോഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് കൂടുതൽ അറിയണം, മലയാളികൾക്ക് അറിയണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മലയാളത്തിൽ അവൈലബിൾ ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ നേരെ പോയി തപ്പിട്ടം കണ്ടേക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ ഇത്രയൊക്കെയാണ് സംഭവം. ഇനി ഞങ്ങൾ കുറേ വീഡിയോസായിട്ട് വരും. ഇനി ഞങ്ങൾ നിങ്ങളുടെ സപ്പോർട്ട് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ശരി, ബൈ
ബൈ.
തുടങ്ങിയോ? സോ ഗൈസ്,
ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്.